What's up, everybody? It's Sean Hayes here with Keller Williams, Greater Athens, and today I have the awesome opportunity to interview Esther Hernandez. She's a home stager in the great state of Georgia, and it looks like she just hopped on. Esther, I was just introducing you. So pretty much what she does is she does some of the best home staging that I've ever seen. I'm very excited to interview her. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about anything home staging or interior design, I'm sure she'd be glad to help out. And with that being said, let's bring her on.
Hi, everyone. Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Trying to get this camera centered. Okay.
And with that being said, so if you could just introduce kind of who you are, what your business is, what you do, how'd you get started, just kind of give the people an introduction of who you are and your business would be awesome.
Okay, cool. Well, my name's Esther Hernandez. He already said that. I just started a new home staging business in the Gwinnett County area, and basically I grew up in Michigan. When I was 8 years old, I moved to Georgia, and at first I actually didn't like the idea of moving to Georgia. I was a little upset that we moved from the north to the south, but I've come to love it, and I've come to love the area that we live in. And basically what happened is in high school and really all throughout, like, when I was little, I had this obsession with like rearranging my room. Like I would just take all the furniture out and then I'd put it back in a different way, even if it was like a horrible way. So I kind of got started in design a little bit early, not even knowing that I would get into home staging, obviously later on in life. But I went to college and I went to college for music. So I went for a 4-year degree in music. And I realized about my junior year that it wasn't something that I was really passionate about. And I wanted to do something that wasn't just a sit-down job, that it was interacting with new clients, interacting with new people and getting to know them and then seeing what I could do to help them. And so from there, I decided my junior year in college just to kind of cram my junior and senior year, the rest of them, into a year. And I got it done super fast. I was able to get it done. I worked really hard. And then I went on to get my online certification as a home stager from the New York Institute of Art and Design. And I just finished that up in December. So that's exciting. And I was actually planning on starting my business this coming August, but an opportunity came up in January where a friend was selling his house. And he was like, hey, I know you want to get into home staging. I would love for you to come and do my home. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And so right when I got into the house, I fell in love with the house. I was really excited to stage it, and everything, it came into place. I was able to stage it. Everything went well. And then after that, I was like, well, why wait until August? So I just kind of hit the ground running and just started my home staging business. And right now I'm juggling a full-time job as well as my home staging business, but I'm really hoping that in the next year to just get full-time in it. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I definitely believe in you because you are super dedicated. And I mean, I know she reached out to me on Instagram. I got voicemails from you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And everything.
I'm very consistent and persistent. So yeah.
You're doing all the right things that an entrepreneur should be doing. That's very exciting. I'm excited. I can tell, and I'm sure everybody else can tell, that you're super passionate about this, which is something that we like to look for. So with that being said, I mean, we're going to go ahead and call you an interior designer as well, because that's kind of goes along with it. So some things that I would kind of want to talk about were like, what are you seeing in 2020? Like, what are the top trending things as far as, what makes a house more attractive in 2020 right now? If you could give some like top 3 tips. Uh-oh, did we lose connection? No. Hello?
Yeah. I'm here.
Oh, did you hear my question?
I heard half of it. Could you repeat it again? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. 2020, what else can go wrong? But I was saying, like, what are some of the top trending things as of right now that clients are looking for, or that you're doing to make a house more appealing?
Yeah. So as far as even before I come in, so normally when I meet with a person on an on-site consultation, I'll kind of go through the house. I'll sketch out what I would be doing as the home stager, but I'll also give kind of tips for them. Okay, how can you improve the house? So for instance, one thing obviously that's just obvious to everybody is just painting the house, kind of not like a, I know that it used to be in 2018 to 2019 to paint like a gray, like a warm gray. But now what's coming in is more like a cool gray, not kind of bordering on gray and tan, but not tan. I think one of the colors that I researched was really popular is the Sherwin-Williams Repose Gray. That one is very popular just to give your house a fresh coat of paint all around. First of all, it gives it unity, and it helps everything just kind of start with a blank canvas. And it really allows like be able to paint their own picture of how their stuff is going to look in the house. So that's one thing that's really been popular coming up. As far as home staging goes, one of the popular trends that's coming up is big, like geometric and chunky decor, which at first I wasn't really keen on. I like the farmhouse style, but that's actually a trend that it's kind of waning. It's not really one that it's going to be really prevalent in the next few years, but then it's going to kind of go away because as you can see, modern farmhouse is coming in. So a lot of interior designers, a lot of people say that because of the modern farmhouse, people are going to start swinging the other way. So that's one of the trends that I've seen that has been changing in the recent years. Another thing is color. Really, color has been coming back into decor and the way that people make their house look. It used to be, we went through a phase there, and even a little bit now, where everyone's just doing all white, and it's just everything's white, everything's natural, which is all great. But now people are wanting to experiment with color, and some of the colors that are popping are like a burnt orange or a sage green, or even mauve or a blush pink is starting to come into style. So those are some colors that people have been experimenting with. And one of the rooms that I think is really important when you're staging, when you're showing a house, is the kitchen. Like that's the first thing that I look at when I go and see a house. I'm like, oh, what does this kitchen look like? That's one of the trends that's been coming back in as well, because people used to hate like the wooden, just like the wood looking, cabinetry, and now they started painting them over. But now you're seeing that trend come back in, where people like the raw wood look, or they like just the natural wood, and they're starting to bring that in, not only in the cabinets, but also if you see in different photography and stuff like that with design, you see the rustic pieces like the cardboard or the cutting boards that are made out of rustic wood, the wood spoons. You see all of that coming back in, whereas that had a while there where it wasn't really popular to do that. It was more, white or, natural stuff, more modern looking things. So I noticed that those have been coming in style, and I think we're going to see a big upswing where a lot of people are going to start using more and more of that stuff and draw away from like the farmhouse to where they're going to be more creative and stuff like that as far as design goes.
Interesting. So farmhouse is kind of on its way out. Wow.
Yeah, which I'm sad about. I like it, but
I think there's going to be some loyalty there though, because some people are really just in love with that farmhouse.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and like I said, it's going to probably be around for maybe a few years, but I think from what I researched and everything like that, a lot of designers are saying that everyone's kind of drawing away from that. So it's not going to be like tomorrow, no one's going to care about farmhouse, but that's definitely a trend that's probably swinging the other way.
And so we're going to go into the more modern, colorful looking. Now, what about appliances? I know, for a long time, there used to be like all the white appliances. Then they kind of are going to the stainless steel. Are you seeing any trends in appliances?
Not really. As far as appliances go, everyone is just kind of keeping with the stainless steel. It's just really classic and really clean. White is definitely not a popular trend right now. A lot of people are not using white at all. So yeah, as far as appliances go, everyone's just sticking with steel. Okay,
very cool. So we kind of hit a lot. You kind of answered my questions right off the rip, which is awesome. And I actually saw that you staged one of the houses that I sold recently over in Auburn, which is very cool. You did an excellent job because we thought somebody was living there still, and we were like, man, these people are really creative. So you did a great job there. But as we're on our way out, what would be one tip where if somebody was getting their house ready, and this is even before we can get you over there, one tip that you would give somebody who's getting ready to get their house ready for sale?
Oh, that's easy. I would say probably a professional clean. Like someone needs to come in and just clean your house from top to bottom, because the professional cleaner, they're trained to get in the nooks and crannies and things that maybe you don't see. Like, oh, that cobweb has been in the corner for years and I haven't even seen it. Like, just stuff like that maybe you see on a day-to-day basis. I always recommend to my clients, before I come in, before you sell your house, you need to get it professionally cleaned, because they're really a clean house. There's just nothing that can make it better.
Well, I swear I didn't pay her to say that, but any listing that I get, I'll pay a cleaner to go over there and clean the house before we get pictures done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I know you and me haven't worked together, but I do have some work that I'm getting ready to put you on. So I'm excited to work with you for staging some of my own listings for the first time. And I really appreciate you hopping on here tonight. And I hope that we brought a ton of value. We had a ton of viewers here. So guys, if you're watching this video at a later time, definitely feel free to add her on Facebook at, actually, if you could just tell the people where to find out more about you and your business, that'd be great.
Yeah, so basically I'm more active on Instagram. So it's under Effortless Designs 8 on Instagram. And then there's a link in my Instagram bio that also shows you where to go for my website, which is effortlessdesigns.org.
Beautiful. All right, cool. We got it. And then add her on Facebook too at Esther Hernandez, which she'll be tagged in this video. So it'll be real quick. And we'll try to get you to 5,000 friends. Okay. Instagram and Facebook influencers, right?
Yes, right.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate it. That was about 12 minutes. Can you believe it? It was just that quick. Boom.
I know. Hopefully everybody enjoyed everything.
Absolutely. Esther, I really appreciate your time. And like I was saying, guys, if you have any questions or anything, I'm sure she'd be available to help you out. If you're a realtor or mortgage or anybody involved in real estate, please give this girl a shot. You can tell that she's super passionate about it. And that's one thing that there's just not enough of in this industry is passion and hard work. So let's get her some business and let's go sell some houses.